So, here at Forge Mill Farm, part of Sandwell Valley Country Park, we are trying something a bit new. We are having a go at this thing called strip grazing or paddock grazing or precision grazing. It's got loads of different names, but we are giving it a go. And the main reason why is we want to make the most of the grass. And to do that, we've got to make the most of the soil, which then makes the most of the sun. So we're just trying to be as efficient and as sustainable as possible. And we're trying not to use any or not very much artificial fertilizers. We are going to let these guys and the soil do all the work. So the process is the cows get a little bit of grass first of all. They have this tiny strip, we call it. Can you see it's not very big, the bit they've got? And there's a fence at the front which stops them eating all of the rest of the nice grass. So they'll have this ideally for a few days and then they'll move into the next bit. And straight behind them, these guys, the sheep, will come in and they eat grass a bit differently to cows. A cow will pull the grass with its tongue and rip it out, and a sheep will nibble, and that is really good to help the grass do something called tiller. It means the grass spreads out and makes more and more grass. So what we do is the cows move on to a new break and the sheep move on to where the cows were and nibble off the last few bits the cows couldn't reach. But we make sure we leave enough behind that the grass still has enough potential to grow even more grass from the sun. So we're trying that at the minute. It's working well so far, and you might see these wires, these fences up around the valley, and if you do, it's just because we're trying to make the most of what we've got. And hopefully you'll start to notice soon that we've got more and more grass every single year. So we're giving it a good go, and the reason we're giving it such a good go is because these guys really help us out with something very important. Here in the UK, we are so good at growing grass. Our climate is perfect for it. But we're not very good at growing things like peppers and avocados and even things that you can grow in the UK. We're not very good at growing here, like lettuces and cucumbers, which you have to grow in greenhouses. But what we are good at growing is this stuff. It's the green stuff, it's grass. And these cows and these sheep are able to digest, to eat this grass and get all the energy out of it that comes from the sun and the soil. And we can't do that. Our digestive systems are not made to eat grass. These guys are something called ruminants, and it means they can chew the grass loads of times to get all the energy out. And they turn that energy into three things: into meat, which is their muscle. They can turn it into wool or fibres like these Leicester long wools do, or they can turn it into milk like our Jersey cows do, if you've seen those being milked at Forge Mill Farm. And all of those products are things we can digest, we can use in day-to-day life. And all of that has come straight from the sun into the soil, into the grass, and into our amazing livestock here on the farm. So hopefully that gives you a bit of understanding about what we're doing and why you might see this random fencing around the farm. And yeah, it's going well so far. It's tricky when it's raining, but apart from that, we're really happy we're having a go.